At the age of 74, I did something that many people might think is crazy. I started a YouTube cooking channel. I've had a lot of people ask why I would do such a thing at my age. So stay with me for what I hope will be an inspiring story. Now, you might think it's too late to start something new, but in this video, I'll share why I took the leap and how it's brought a whole new spice to my life. If we haven't met before, my name is Marletta, and on this channel, I show you how to use hot peppers to enhance and not overpower the dishes that you make. Why would someone start a YouTube channel at the age of 74? I'll share how I overcame doubts, embraced new challenges, and found purpose in sharing my passion for food and creativity with you. Whether you're looking for inspiration to start your own channel or just love cooking with peppers, this story is definitely for you. And stick around until the very end, where I'll share some of the goofy mistakes that I've made along the way. I'll also share 5 tips for starting your own creative project. Tip number 5 might be the most important one. Almost 5 years ago, I retired after working for 50 years in the financial services industry. In the competitive and high pressure world of financial services, a woman's journey to success often comes with its own unique set of challenges. You've probably heard the saying, you have to work twice as hard to prove you're half as good. Well, that definitely applied in my case, or at least I felt like it did. You know, it's amazing how much and how quickly technology changes. When I began my career, I was used to typing on a typewriter, and not even an electric one, for crying out loud. Desktop computers were virtually unheard of. Eventually, though, computers made their way into the daily work environment. I remember how terrified I was at this massive beast that was sitting on top of my desk, and frankly, I would do just about anything to avoid using it. But eventually, I was able to push through and master my fear of this monster. As my career progressed, so did my desire to not only learn, but to master new skills. Eventually, I became the go-to person for various spreadsheet programs within my organization, and I even taught some of my coworkers some of its more advanced features. Now, fast forward several years. I spent the last 8 years of my career in what I felt was my dream job. But the company I worked for was rapidly changing, and I knew it was just a matter of time before the job I loved would soon be eliminated. Boy, was I right. I retired at the height of the pandemic, and 2 years after retirement, life threw me a massive curveball. I got divorced after a 30-year marriage, moved out of state, and found myself asking, what's my purpose? You know, I've always had hobbies, whether it's gardening or crafting, but especially cooking, and I miss the thrill of learning something new and helping others grow. I realized I felt empty without that sense of purpose. Have you ever found yourself looking for a new purpose? Let me know in the comments. This started my quest to pinpoint the something new. I asked myself, what could I talk about at the drop of the hat? What am I good at? What is something that someone else might even find helpful? You know, questions like that. But at the core of this, the problem was I felt that I'm boring, I wasn't good at anything, and had nothing to say that would be particularly interested to anyone. But that's when my daughter intervened and reminded me of something I had overlooked, my knack for creating delicious dishes using hot peppers. Whether it's a sweet and spicy raspberry habanero jelly, or a tangy pineapple jalapeno salsa, or a creamy cranberry jalapeno dip, that's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? I've always loved experimenting in the kitchen. She encouraged me to share my passion with others. Well, one thing led to another, and this YouTube channel was born. Have you ever thought about what you truly love to do? Well, for me, it's cooking, and especially cooking with peppers. Starting a YouTube channel has been both exhilarating and overwhelming. I really had to step outside of my comfort zone. There is so much to learn, from setting up a channel to editing videos and understanding algorithms, and even figuring out how to talk to a camera. It's like drinking from a fire hose. And trust me, I have made plenty of mistakes along the way. I'll share a few later on. Sometimes I feel like I'm way out of my league and I wonder what I've gotten myself into. Honestly, there are moments when I think, did I go off the deep end of reality? At times I wonder, who's going to want to listen to a 74-year-old woman talk about peppers? What's the point of all this? But then I remember my why I started this journey, and I push forward. I want to show people just like you, regardless of your age or your experience, how to use hot peppers to enhance the dishes you prepare without overpowering them. From appetizers to marinades, jams to main courses, my goal is to teach you how to bring a little spice into your kitchen. You know, the thought of creating content, uploading it to the internet, and particularly sharing it with the world was daunting to say the least. And let's not also forget about the things that many of us do where we compare ourselves to others. I've watched hundreds of videos and think I will never be as good as this person or that person. But I've been determined to keep learning and I keep pushing myself to improve a little bit with each video. And it's been exhilarating to discover new tools and techniques. As I delved deeper into the YouTube world, I've discovered it's not just about mastering technology, it's about forming meaningful connections. Creating content has been a surprising source of joy for me. I love sharing my experiences and hearing from viewers who resonate with my stories. The kindness and generosity of the YouTube community have been truly heartwarming. Strangers have become friends, offering advice, encouragement, and support that I never anticipated. This journey has really been a game changer, making me feel more alive and connected than I have in years. The friendships and connections I've made along the way, both with viewers like you and fellow content creators, have been inspiring and deeply fulfilling. It's a journey I'm thrilled to continue, and I'm so grateful to be a part of such a vibrant community. Knowing my recipes, tips, and tricks have helped create special moments for others really fills me with a lot of pride and gratitude. You know, at its heart, this channel is about bringing people together through food. One of the most rewarding aspects of this journey has been hearing from viewers who've tried my recipes, like the jalapeno pimento cheese dip or artichoke spinach dip, and sharing how it brought joy to their gatherings. One of the more significant breakthroughs for me was when I finally figured out how to record a decent video. I know it sounds simple, but trust me, it was a major milestone. I spent hours upon hours watching tutorial after tutorial, experimenting with different software, lighting, camera settings. I even learned about A-roll, which is the main footage of me talking, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and B-roll. B-roll is that extra footage that helps tell a story visually, like close-ups of ingredients being chopped, or a sizzling pan of something, or a spoonful of salsa being tasted. It's the thing that keeps the video engaging and adds depth to what I'm trying to explain. And then I had to learn how to talk to an inanimate object, my camera. I'm still not sure that I have it right, but my goal is to improve a little bit with each video. When I finally uploaded that video, I was absolutely terrified, but I also felt an overwhelming sense of pride and accomplishment. It was a small victory, but it gave me the confidence to keep going. Starting a cooking channel at any age comes with a unique set of challenges, but at the age of 74, those challenges can even be more pronounced. Now, don't get me wrong, every content creator faces their own challenges when planning and recording videos. However, unlike other types of content where you can easily redo a take, cooking is really a one-shot deal. You know, once the peppers are chopped or the ingredients are mixed, there's no turning back. If something goes wrong, you often have to start the entire recipe over, which can be time consuming and frustrating. Trust me, I know. It requires careful planning, patience, which I don't always have a lot of, and a sense of humor to navigate these moments. But the reward of sharing my passion with others makes it all worthwhile. That moment of triumph reminded me that starting over at any age is possible. It's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it. I've had to push past my comfort zone, confront my fears, and embrace the unknown. And you know what? It's been liberating. I've discovered a newfound sense of purpose and meaning in my life. I've also discovered that starting over at any age is possible. It's not easy, and as I said, I've had to push past fears and self doubt. But this journey has reminded me that age is just a number. It's not a barrier to pursuing our passions or trying new things, and we all have a story to tell and something valuable to share. If you've ever thought about starting something new, whether it's a YouTube channel, a new hobby, or even just stepping out of your comfort zone, I hope my story inspires you to take the leap, whatever that may be for you. Right now, I'm just using my iPhone and a small microphone to record this video. So if you're thinking about starting a channel, just know that you don't need fancy equipment to begin. I played with the front-facing or selfie camera and the back camera. And here are the few of the recording mishaps that happened during my journey to learning how to record videos. The first thing was I couldn't figure out where I was supposed to look at my iPhone, which is what I use, when I'm recording. I rarely take selfie pictures, so this was all new for me. After researching and taking probably about 100 selfies, I finally got the hang of it. One time I recorded a whole video only to realize that I forgot to hit the record button. Another time I tried using my Canon camera and forgot to remove the lens cover. That was fun. One day I practiced talking to the camera for about 5 hours, only to wake up the next morning with laryngitis. Yep, that's a thing. Finally, here are 5 tips for starting your own journey, whatever that may be. Number 1, start before you feel ready. You don't have to have everything figured out before you begin. Learning happens along the way, and the most important step is just getting started. Number 2, embrace the learning curve. Every new journey comes with challenges, but don't let the fear of not knowing everything hold you back. Mistakes are just stepping stones to improvement. Number 3, stay consistent. Progress comes from showing up regularly, even when you don't feel motivated. Small, steady efforts will add up over time. 4, ignore the naysayers. There will always be people who doubt you, put you down, but don't let their opinions define your potential. Focus on your own goals and the people who support you. I saw a post on another video, and I'm sorry I don't remember which one or who the person was who posted this, but the comment was you would never tell somebody starting an exercise class to go home because there's no hope for them. And number 5, and perhaps the most important tip of all, enjoy the process. Whether it's starting a YouTube channel, learning a new skill, or pursuing a dream, just have fun with it. Passion and will keep you going far longer than perfection ever will. And before we wrap up, I want to take a minute and say thank you to the YouTube community and the many viewers who have been so supportive. Every view, every like, every comment, and every person who hits that subscribe button means the world to me. You are the fuel that keeps me going, and I am so very grateful. What are you passionate about? What new things have you started, or what new things do you want to start, regardless of your age? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. And if you want to see more of my adventures, particularly those involve cooking with hot peppers, be sure to check out my other videos. Together, you and I will make dishes that are as bold as they are delicious. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep cooking, keep learning. Bye-bye.